James MacNeil here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you hear me? Can you see me? I'm muted in there. Hold on a second. There we go. Alive and well. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to the DreamLife Experience. James MacNeil here. And are we live? Did we do it? And everyone, listen, we just did something cool. We decided to go live on YouTube to tease everybody. So I'm going to pull you back on screen. Get sexy on the camera. And not too sexy. Careful. I know some of you. So jump on camera and get ready to welcome everyone on YouTube. Hey YouTube! This is the first for me. This is very exciting. You're joining me on the DreamLife Experience. And this is a live in-person event that I run in Toronto. And people fly in from around the world. It's a $1,000 event, and it's a 2-day weekend. It's amazing, and it's changed lives and miracles and so on. So this is how you and I can activate our perfect dream lives, learning pure spiritual intelligence. And that's the name of my book, Pure Spiritual Intelligence, and we're going through that here. So my community is here with me in a Zoom, and we're walking through the full dream life experience. So I'm going to pull my friends on. Come on, camera. I'm going to pull you on the screen to introduce you to everyone on YouTube. The whole world wants to meet you. They want to meet the miracle magnets. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, look sexy. Oh, I'm not on full screen. Hold on a sec. I can do this. There we are. Hello, 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 hello. We have beautiful souls from all over the world. I don't know how many countries. We're currently in over 50 countries, and I don't know how many are represented this morning. I'm in Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and so welcome YouTube. We're going to let you pop in for a few minutes. We'll see how long that lasts. We're going to let you join in and get a teaser of what's called the DreamLife Experience. And for those of you who are in the Zoom, there's 2 different Zoom memberships. And for those on YouTube, there's 2 different Zoom memberships. So I'm going to walk through that for a few moments, and then we're back into the content. Who's excited? Yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, so for those of you on YouTube, we have an entire chat going on here, global networking. And so you may want to be a part of that. Let me get back to my slides. Someone needs his glasses. Someone said to me yesterday, you never age. And I thought, well, that's sweet, but I do. But the difference between my aging and other people's aging is my soul is more young and vibrant every day. Who wants that to be true? So my body, I might get a wrinkle or something, but so what? As far as I'm concerned, the older I look, the sexier I get. So I got no beef with my physical body looking a little bit older, because I'm thrilled that I get to have that vitality come back. Who's with me on that? To have your vital life force energy come back, and to have that excitement like a kid. I love it. Who loves it when you see kids seeing things for the first time, like a kid seeing snow for the first time, or a puppy for the first time, or a kitten for the first, or tasting ice cream for the first time? Can I get an amen? That's like, what? And I want to live like that. Who's with me? I want to be vibrant and excited and fearless. Who wants to be fearless again? Get your fearlessness back on. And just go get them, right? I want to be that young, just like that young person who's like ready to take on the world. And some of us, you'd say, I didn't have that chance. My life was tragic. I had trauma and drama as a young person. I didn't start out life with that kind of fire. I didn't start out with that kind of peace, with that kind of joy, with that kind of confidence. Well, you know what? You can have that. I look at it this way. I'm 56 right now. I know I'm dead sexy. You think I'm like younger. No, you think I'm 56. But I want you to know that at 56, I feel like I'm more like 26. It just took me 30 years to become a healthy 26-year-old. Put up your hand if you understand what I mean by that. It took me a while to start where other people started. But it doesn't mean it can't happen. If you want to start life like the person who was given it all, they have confidence and power and love and joy and peace, and they have a great education. Every day's a new day. How soon do you want to start that way? Because every day you can be that person starting your perfect dream life, and that's what I'm doing. So every single day I feel younger and younger, and I'm rocking it forward, and I hope you will too. All right, so let's get going. So the next thing I wanted to do is just walk through the different access, the way people can access this. So YouTube, you're just getting a little tease. Are we live? Is it working? Yeah. Yay! Welcome, welcome. So those of you who are on YouTube, you're not able to interact with everyone online. We do Q&As. You don't have your workbook. Everyone online, you have your workbook, yeah? If you haven't printed it, just know that you can. You've got your workbook, you've got posters, you have all kinds of tools there. And we do the live Q&A this afternoon, at the end of the day, today and tomorrow and Sunday. So stockpile all your questions, put them in the chat, our staff will keep track of them. And then when you're in this, if you're in the Zoom, you're already in one of these two categories. If you're on YouTube, you can join. So an insider ticket gives access to the DreamLife Experience. It includes the private link, the workbook, the posters, 2 hours, actually it's 3 hours, now I gotta change the slide, VIP global networking, and then the interactions with me throughout the weekend. And that's only $9, and if anyone here is in the Zoom, and you're thinking, boy, I wish my friends had that, I wish my kids had this, I wish X person was here. If you're listening to me and you ever think, boy, you know who needs to know this, I got two things for you. Number one, buy them a ticket for $9. Number two, it ain't about them. You're here for you. So get them a ticket and then refocus on what's the lesson for you in whatever we're talking about. So stay in the you side. So if you'd like to purchase an insider ticket for friends, or if you're on YouTube and you want to join us, it's go.jamesmcneil.com/insider. And I'd ask someone to somehow make that easy for you on YouTube. I don't know how to put it in the chat or anything. But it is go.jamesmcneil.com/insider, and you get a $9 ticket. Now, if you're here in the Zoom and you have a $9 ticket, I want you to know that you have an option to go VIP. VIP gives you two things that are different. One is you get a recording of this, the entire 3 days. Who here likes to take notes and capture everything? Who here likes to capture everything? If you're like me, I'm Scottish. If I pay for something, I want my money's worth. I feel like licking the bowl when I'm done eating something, but it's rude, they say. I'm not allowed to lick plates and bowls in restaurants, but I get my money's worth, right? If I drink something and I don't want to waste it, I'll pour water in and swirl it around so every single molecule of what I paid for I get. I'm like that, maybe you are. And if you are like that, you're going to want the recording. So you're going to have the full 3-day recording, we're recording live in I think, HD, and you'll have that recording. But on top of that, you'll have all the past recordings. I think we have 5 weekends recorded. They're all different. This is gold. This is absolute gold. And you get a ticket to all the future DreamLife experiences throughout 12-month period. So once you join the VIP for DreamLife Experience, you get 12 full months of all of these. And we're doing them once a month. The next one's in July. So I encourage you to join. So those are the links. Oh, the VIP is go.jamesmcneil.com/VIP. That's go.jamesmcneil.com/VIP. There we go. We've done our business, so hang in and join us for a little bit, YouTube. And I don't mind you watching for a little bit, so go ahead and enjoy. Let's get back to work. Who's ready to rock? All right, let's get going here. So I want you to think about this. What if your perfect dream life was to start right now? Like while I'm talking, while we're walking through this content, while we're here looking at our workbooks or whatever, I want you to imagine just for a moment that something mystical happens. Something that you can't explain happens. I want you to imagine this right now. Let's go ahead and do a placebo miracle. I want you to imagine that while we're sitting here, some reason, something changes in your heart, something changes in your mind, something changes in the universe, and all of a sudden, you got your confidence back. All of a sudden, you got your miracle flow back. All of a sudden, you knew things that you don't know how you come to know. All of a sudden, everyone loves you. All of a sudden, everything works. I want you to imagine that right now, somehow, miraculously, your perfect dream life starts now. I want you to type into the chat here in Zoom, if you're willing to accept the possibility of everything changing miraculously, even inexplicably. You can't even explain what changed. If you're open to that miracle, I want you to type into the chat, amen. Just type in amen. And if you don't know what amen means, it just means so it is, or it is so, or in my heart I believe it's so, I agree with that. So amen just means yes. It's a big yes. So if you're open to the possibility of the miraculous, that somehow everything just is going to become perfect right now, then go ahead and accept that. And just say amen. One of the things you're going to learn about the spirit world is the spirit world respects free will. Write that down. The spirit world, divine love, God, if you will, respects free will, which means you're allowed to choose a life that sucks. You're allowed to be grumpy forever. You're allowed to be angry forever. You're allowed to be lost or broke, or you're allowed to do that. Divine won't force you to have a better life. Please get this down. Divine love, God, if you will not force me to have a better life. And if you're waiting, people are waiting for their white knight or their white, what would be the female knight? Knight? Prince or princess? I don't know. You may be waiting for your dream guy or dream girl or dream job or dream something. And as long as you're sitting around waiting, you might not be attracting it. You might be repelling it. And I want you to know that the universe is going to let you. So I want you to know the universe is not cruel. It respects free will. And I want you to know the universe is more than able to bless you with every miracle you can imagine and more. Who likes the sounds of that? The divine power of the universe is only and always wanting to say yes and amen to you. And if all you think about is negative crap, and what you don't have, what you don't know, what you can't do, and who's not with you, the universe will bring you more of lack. And if you focus on what you have and your blessings and you're grateful and how can I change the world, then the abundance flows to you like rivers that you cannot believe. And the universe won't violate your free will. So when I give you an encouragement to dream big and say amen, I encourage you to do it. So if you're ready for your perfect dream life, go ahead and type it again, amen. And just say, go ahead, God, freak me out, blow my mind, bless me with everything today. It's perfectly fine with me if I win a lottery I never even bought a ticket to. It's perfectly fine with me if my dream person just knocked on my door without me putting in any effort. Yes, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to do all the things that make sense. But I don't mind unjustifiable miracles. Give yourself that amen. Just say, I'm fine. I'm fine. Freak me out. I don't care. Be open. Now, if this was to occur, as this does occur, your perfect dream life starts now. I want you to ask yourself, what would it look like? If it started right now, what would it look like? I want you to start writing, write feverishly. I'm going to give you a couple minutes to do this. So write as much as you possibly can right now about your perfect dream life. If my perfect dream life was to start now, what would be different? Start writing. What would be different in your body? How would you look? How would you feel? Keep going, write. Let's play, we'll play a game. If you can write it, you can have it. Go for it. You're allowed to write in stuff. I have fancy stuff, that's fine. Big business, travel. Philanthropy. Who here wants to give away $1 billion? Good, write it down. You have unlimited power. What things would you change in the world? Cure cancer, clean the oceans. Write. If you can write it, you can have it. What does my perfect dream life look like? So on the screen here, I've got a few images to hopefully help you. Family. What are your family dreams? Perfect love story with family. Some of you haven't talked to family members in a long time. Some of you are happy about that. How about beautiful, loving relationships with family? Maybe you would love your marriage to be more happy and kind and on fire and supportive. So write it in, family, love story. If you're single and you're hoping for that perfect happily ever after, go ahead and write in. If you're married, you can write this in too. Olympic level sex. I want you to think about if your perfect dream life was yours, what would it look like? Next, how about travel and adventure? Where would you go? What would you see? What would you do? Get this down. This is very important. This is the work. Do the work. How about changing the world? Would it be the animals, children, homeless, disease, crime? What would you change in this planet if you could have your perfect dream life and your perfect impact? What would it look like? Right? Maybe some sexy vacations. Come to Mexico, hang out with me. We do retreats. Type into the chat if you've been to a retreat. Tell people your experience. Well, you can't tell them everything, right? If you want to come to the retreat, just type in the word retreat if you want to join me at one of our magnificent, miraculous retreats. The DreamLife Retreat and the DreamLife Retreat Advanced, Dancing with Divine, Light Bearer, How to Manifest Miracles. It's mind-boggling, life-changing. So go ahead and write that down. I'm going to go to cool places. And maybe some fancy stuff. It's not wrong to desire wealth. It is natural. You're wealthy by nature. It doesn't mean you have to be greedy, but to say, I would love to have nice things, that's not unnatural. That's not to be judged. I want to earn them by service, and I want to be a philanthropist. But yeah, having nice things makes sense. Beautiful. You got it? Now, I want you to know this exercise we just did for a couple minutes, I encourage you to do forever, right? Always have your mind and your heart open on a daily basis. Those in the Advanced DreamLife Retreat are now in a daily habit of asking, what is in my daily vault, my daily bread bank, my miracle bank? Every single day you get a fresh stock of miracles that are ready for you. Your name is on them and they're paid for. How many can I unlock on a daily basis? And it starts with gratitude. It starts with asking for guidance. What kind of miracles can I hope or pray for and act for today? And then we take action with a calm confidence, safe strength, with faith-filled freedom. And so there's a flow to this. And you always want to keep taking your game to the next level. All right. Good and good? Got some good stuff down there? All right. Now, you're going to do this forever, but today, that was a good start. Now we're going to do a big transition, and we're going to do, there's a secret to prayer, and people don't really understand prayer. First of all, they don't understand the difference between prayer and meditation, and, well, let me just say this. Prayer, write this down, is dialogue with divine, whatever divine is. Divine love, God, the universe, Krishna, Allah, God, Jesus, the Tao. However you're currently comfortable with the idea of infinite power, infinite love, it's dialoguing with that, or him, or her, or them, whatever your vibe is. So to pray is to dialogue with divine. And to meditate is to become familiar with. So I can meditate on a pair of glasses. I can just study the glasses, right? Get a new pair of glasses. Say, oh wow, look at the different color. Look how that works. That's fascinating. That's interesting. Look how heavy they are. Look how flexible they are. Wow, I like these new glasses. That would be meditating on an object. I can meditate on an idea. I could meditate on anything. When we talk about meditation today, the most common is something akin to what we call transcendental meditation. Transcendental just means to transcend the time-space continuum, to transcend the noise of this world, to move into, in the TM people would call it the unified field, or the all-knowing oneness of the universe. And we're going to talk about that in a bit. So to meditate is to become familiar with my higher self and divine love. It's to go to that place. But to pray is to dialogue with divine. And so there's a secret to praying that very few people understand, and that is prayer, write this down, is not about the words, it's about the feelings. Write this down. Prayer is not about the words, it's about the feelings. The wisdom literature says that divine interprets the groanings of our hearts. What that means is your words might just be repeating some memorized thing, and your heart's not there, your head's not there, and there's no dialogue with divine going on. You're just making noise. I would say this, you can write this down. Most prayers are not soul to source. They're ego to ceiling. The vast majority of praying that goes on this planet is not soul to source connection. It's actually ego to ceiling. Just barking out what I want, what I need, what I'm whining about today. And so to pray is to dialogue with divine. And the way we dialogue with divine is by feelings, not words. And if you want to understand why that is, words are feeling representatives. So write that down. Words are sounds. Sounds are waves of vibration. Okay, so it's vibration, wave. That's what the sounds are. Vibrations, waves, represent words, meanings, thoughts, provokes feelings. So when you understand that words are weak and language is limited, that's phase one. You'll later realize they're very powerful. But for right now, understand it's the meaning I put behind it. So is it really in my heart to say I trust? Is it in my heart to say I want to be a better person? Is it in my heart? And so when we feel our dialogue with divine, that's when it becomes supernaturally powerful. Was that valuable? Type into the chat if you found that valuable. Just to understand the difference between prayer and meditation and the secret prayer language of emotion. That if you're not feeling it, it's not working. Someone can say, they can look into your eyes and they can say, I love you in a way that you feel it, and then there's other times they can say it in a way that you don't feel it. Put up your hand if you know what I'm talking about. Just because they said the words doesn't mean they, oh, men, you've heard this. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. You've heard that, right? Women are dialed into this stuff, so men, be careful. You better mean it when you say it. So when it comes to dialoguing with divine, divine has hypersensitivity to truth, and so if you're not feeling it, if you're not meaning it, it doesn't have the powerful impact. So right now we're going to do a very powerful prayer, and it's going to activate miracles. Who wants to, over the next couple of minutes with me right now, to turn some of what you just wrote into reality at a miraculous pace? Give me a hands up if you're interested in this. So we're going to do this right now, not playing, not maybe, not someday. I'm not just giving you data this weekend. We have 3 days so that we can actually activate. So let's go ahead and do some miracles. So here's what I'd like you to do right now. Please look at whatever you wrote as far as your perfect dream life. All the things, the places, the people. And I want you to imagine everything coming true and more. I want you to imagine yourself in some location in the future. You're there. You're somewhere special. And in that special place, you're surrounded by loving people and you're in nice clothes. Some of you will be on a big stage with me. Who here can see themselves rocking a big stage with me? My guru dad, Les Brown, he and I was just talking to one of his partners. We're putting on events in Miami soon. And Les Brown is my guru dad. And we're going to be doing all kinds of things, and huge things, putting on events around the world. And I would love you to be one of our speakers. And so we're also putting on I Lead events, International Leader Summit, celebrating the feminine power in leadership. Leadership has just gone the masculine energy way, and so it's a balance that's perfect, and all we want to do is balance out for all of us, male and female. So I'd love you to share the stage with me. So in this imagining, as we go into this little prayer sequence, I want you to imagine yourself either on a stage, receiving an award, maybe in an office tower, in a big building, maybe in a fancy car, on a jet, maybe on a beach, maybe sitting at a table with loved ones, maybe you're at a shareholders meeting. So I just want you to imagine yourself in some place in the future where if you are there, all your dreams came true. Do you follow what I'm saying? If you're in that location, if you're there, then everything you're dreaming about came true. The body, the health, the love, the finances, the relationships, the philanthropy, everything has happened. Maybe this dream moment is you building houses for the homeless, or clothing the naked, or feeding the starving. So whatever this place is, all your dreams have come true. So let's just get there, all right? So I want you to imagine in your mind's eye, you're in this beautiful, special place. I want you to get there now. And think about it. For me, I know exactly where I am. So I want you to imagine where you will be when everything is quote-unquote perfect. And I want you to just look at yourself in this future vision. This future could be tomorrow or it could be in 10 years, doesn't matter. And I want you to see yourself, and I want you to see in your eyes that shining light that says, I'm peaceful, I'm loved, I'm joy-filled, I'm so happy, everything's perfect. And you see that in your face. And you see that although your body may be older, your soul is younger and more free. And you're fit. I want you to see your sexiest body. You see yourself ripped and ready, whatever that is for you. And I want you to see how you're dressed. How are you dressed? Comfortably, relaxed? Are you on a vacation? Are you in a tuxedo or a fine gown? Or what is your wardrobe in this perfect moment? So I want you to see how you sit, how you stand, how you're dressed, the look in your eye. And I want you to see that in that state, in that moment, you're in perfect euphoria. You're in perfect heaven on earth. You are living your perfect dream life. And I want you to imagine not only the things, not just the cars and the houses and maybe the planes or the money and the prestige, but I also want you to see the people around you. I want you to see behind you in this future vision, there's a bunch of people who have all been blessed by your life. Some of them are strangers, some of them are family, some of them are friends, but they're all looking at you saying, thank you. Thank you for living such a beautiful life that you've blessed my life. This world is different because you came along and because you stepped up to your highest self to become a world changer. I just want you to be there for a few moments and just assess this beautiful future you with all of your successes, all of your joys, all of your accomplishments and acquisitions. Just be there for a few moments. Just look at that. Look at that beautiful, beautiful vision. See all the things, hear all the sounds. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is focus on how you will feel. So I want you to imagine how this perfect dream life makes you feel. I want you to become very aware of how you feel. Now that you've achieved, accomplished, and acquired all of this, that you've disciplined yourself and given yourself your sexiest body, you've got the education and the accomplishments and everything, you've done it. How do you feel? Now what I'm going to ask you to do is come back to us and type it into the chat. And Augustine, I'm going to ask you if you can put the chat on the screen for me. I want you to type in to the chat how this perfect dream life makes you feel. For those of you on YouTube, if you join us on Zoom, you can purchase a ticket for $9. You can be a part of our chat. You can hear me a lot better because I've got the headset going through to the Zoom. So hopefully you can hear me okay, YouTube. But you can join and you can, it's only $9, called an insider ticket. Go.jamesmacneil.com/insider. Go.jamesmacneil.com/insider. Peaceful, amazing, accomplishment, free, fulfilled, amazing, wonderful, peaceful, super excited, blessed, blissful, emotional, love, spectacular. Oh, this is perfect. Feel it. Allow yourself to feel all of those feelings. When you feel, you make it real. So write that down. The more real you make it, the more real you make it. Feel these feelings. Accomplished, awesome, wow, peaceful, grateful, happy, 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 light, relaxed, amazing, blissful. Okay, beautiful. So feel those feelings, allow yourself to stay there for a few moments, because those feelings are a prayer. You're sending this to divine love, saying, I am open to this. And I want you to say that. Actually, maybe say it out loud. I'm open. I'm open to this life. I'm open to my miracles. Because divine is always saying yes and amen. The only reason you don't know what you don't know is because you've chosen not to know it. Divine doesn't hold back on us. If there's more that you desire to know, allow the knowing to happen. If you want wealth to flow, allow it to flow. This is up to you to choose. So please, feel these feelings and say, I am open. Next, I want you to get this and really get it. Gratitude. Please, please type into the chat. I am grateful. I am grateful. And I think if you're honest, there's reasons you can be grateful right here, right now, in this life, the way it is. You don't have to wait till things change for you to be a grateful person. Grateful people are great people. Grateful people are dialed into divine. Grateful people are the people who change the world. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Write that down and make it a daily habit. Gratitude list. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. Some people have their whine, bitch, moan, complain list every day. No. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I am grateful. Next. I want you to feel this. So get back into that space. See those things. Feel the gratitude, the awe of it all. If you're anything like me, when you see these visions, and if I do it right now, I'll start crying. Some of you may have become emotional. Go ahead and put that in the chat if this moved you to tears, because if I go there, I will bawl like a baby. I'm trying to keep it together for you. I want you to get the feeling of, how did this happen? How come I'm so blessed? How did I become so lucky? Why? Like, how is this possible that I can be blessed so much, that I can become so much? This feels overwhelming. I want you to really get that level of gratitude. Like, this doesn't seem reasonable that I should be this person. So blessed, so dialed in, so world-changing. So feel that gratitude that says, I don't deserve this. I worked hard, but this is miraculous. This is more than hard work. This is miraculous. Gratitude. Okay, number 2 is excitement. I want you to now get excited. That should be easy right now. So get really excited. Get really, really excited and say, this is real. This is me. This is real. This is me. And let yourself get giddy like a child again. These are the emotions that unlock the miracles. So people say, be positive. Yeah, but they didn't walk through how and why, right? So be positive, yes. And now you understand some backing on that. So get real excited, real grateful, real excited. And then, now I want you to simply say, Divine, I trust you. And just say, I trust. And become as calm as possible, knowing that this or better is guaranteed. I trust. And now I know that this imagination or better is now guaranteed. I trust Divine. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Calm right down. Now, a lot of speakers, motivational speakers and otherwise, they teach people to get, really pumped up, really pumped up, really pumped up. Well, I've studied people who get really pumped up. They get really unpumped. And so, some people will take action in that pumped up, high adrenaline, aggressive state. But those actions may or may not be flowing and work for them. So what I'm encouraging you to do is have a calm confidence, a safe strength, and a pure motivation of heart, and take faith-filled actions. Do what you can to make these miracles happen. But they're miracles. They're miracles. Okay, write this out. The miracles, you'll find your miracles at the end of your rope. Write that down. I find my miracles at the end of my rope. So yes, I dial in, yes, I did it, and I pray, and I'm grateful, and I'm excited. And then I do the work. I dial the phone, I go to the school, I ask them out, I ask for the job, I build the business, I do sweat equity. And so it's a combination of complete faith partnered with faith-filled actions. And the people who take actions are the people who have faith. I was watching Joe Rogan. I get choked up just thinking about Joe. I'm sorry. I really don't, I just need a drink. So I was watching Joe Rogan. If you haven't, if you don't know who he is, he's just wonderful. I think he's got the world's #1 podcast right now. And I've been a fan of his because of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship. And Joe was mocking people. He was not mocking, yeah, he was being harsh. He was like, get off your ass. And he said, these people, this woo-woo people, they believe in the secret, and everything's supposed to just work for you. Get off your ass. And what he missed was, a lot of people don't get off their tail because they don't believe it'll work for them. So write this down. Faith-filled actions prove you started with faith. The only people who take faith-filled actions are the people who have faith that their actions will pay off. You're not going to go to the gym if you don't think it's going to work. Why eat the broccoli if it's not going to help? Why dial the phone if you think they're going to reject you? Why try if you don't have hope? If you don't have that hope, that faith, you're not going to try. But if you know that you can't miss, if you know that the universe is rigged in your favor, that nothing you can do is called failure. You're either learning or earning at all times. Once you realize the game is rigged, and it's rigged for you, you play big. You take action, you go for it. Frickin' fearless. Who's digging this? Are you enjoying this? Let me see the chat. Are you enjoying this conversation? Woohoo! Preach! Nah. All right. So, for me, I really want you to dial into this. What does your perfect dream life look like? What does your perfect dream life feel like? Let those feelings stir up into gratitude, excitement, and then stillness and faith. To say, I trust. And I obey my mind. I obey what makes sense. I will love vertically, I'll love horizontally as I love myself, and I will take faith-filled actions in the direction of my dreams. I want to deserve, write this down. I choose to deserve as much of my miraculous life as possible. Somebody say, oh, I want to learn this metaphysical stuff so I can sit around and do nothing, drink beer, whine, bitch, moan, complain, and have everything work for me. No! I want to earn as much, I want to deserve as much of my perfect, miraculous life as possible. And then enjoy it. Work hard, play big, knowing you can't miss. The game is rigged, and it's rigged in your favor. So faith-filled actions are the secret to changing it all. Type into the chat, have you learned some valuable things today? Has this been helpful so far? So we're going to be taking a break in about 20 minutes, so hang in there. But I want you to get this. If you want to change your life, you've got to change your life. And unlike every other speaker out there, they'll say, you've got to start doing this, and you've got to start doing that. I'm not saying I never say start stuff. That's not, I mean, yeah, I do. But that's not the point. The point is, I'm encouraging you, above all else, to stop stopping yourself. Start living your natural, normal, wealthy, brilliant, godly, world-changing life. Stop living an unnatural life that sucks and start living your true, world-changing, blessed, miraculous life. That's what's natural. So if you do not stopping yourself, if you don't stop stopping, does that make any sense? If you keep stopping yourself, the universe isn't going to force you to be happier than you choose to be. So I encourage you to change. Why? Because you'll never be happier, healthier, wealthier, or more loved than you allow. And you know this is true about other people, right? There's people in your life that if they just allow themselves to be happier or more blessed, they would be. Some people, you can't give them enough money. They'll find a way to blow it and whine. You can't give them enough support. They can blow it and find a way to whine. You can't give them enough jobs for them to, fail to blow it and whine. And so, in the end, each individual, by themselves, must choose, because divine won't force you, to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and loved. Type amen into the chat if you accept what I've just said. In the end, these are choices. They're choices that you must make if you're going to live that perfect dream life. And divine will not force you. And you know what it's like trying to force someone to have a better life. You can't. They're going to choose what they're going to choose. And so are you. If you fully engage in the DreamLife Experience, take appropriate action based on what we're discussing, your perfect dream life does, in fact, start right now. It's time to get excited. Amen. Do we have anyone watching on YouTube? I've never tried that before. We're just playing it. I want to know if anyone's watching on YouTube. We've never... 2 people on YouTube. Well, I guess I got to learn how to market on YouTube, right? But this is how you learn anything. You learn, you play, you try. The idea to throw this on YouTube, to put out a tease, just came to me, this morning. But I said, let's try it. Who here understands play? Play. Play, 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 play. We learn. So we'll let these 2 people enjoy. Maybe come in and join us in the room.
3. We have 3 now.
3! It just got out of hand! I just increased by 50%! I went from 2 to 3! We're rocking! You can tell your friends, you can tell everyone in the world, you say, you can go ahead and go on social media.
4?
4? We doubled! So you can, just for fun, who wants to play, just to see what happens? Would you be willing to put onto in social media, just blast it on your Facebook or whatever, just say, James MacNeil is live for free right now on YouTube, and then what would they look for? James MacNeil?
Mm-hmm. It appears if James MacNeil and go to your channel and it's right there.
He's pointing it to me, like that's going to help you. So he's saying right there on this one. So just go to James MacNeil on YouTube, and they should be able to find it. And it's a live stream. Tell everyone, just pop in for free. I don't know how long we're going to let it go, but why not? We went to 4, baby. All right. So your perfect dream life is in fact yours, and it's perfect. It's better than anything you can imagine, and it's guaranteed. All you have to do is start saying yes to yourself into divine, because divine has always and only said yes and amen to you. Now, I don't only and always talk about money, but it's not about money. Money is just one of the factors. People have such hang-ups about things like sex and money, like lighten the heck up. Have a lot of both. When it comes to, happy, holy, good, godly, both. When it comes to money, I just want you to know that you will naturally unlock the vault. Maybe write that down. It's natural to unlock the vault. My most successful client to date, and I hope you meet him, he calls himself anonymous. He doesn't want you coming after his money. He said, I did exactly what James MacNeil suggested. It helped me generate over $100 million. He recently said he hit over $200 million. Last I was tracking, I saw him around, I know for sure it was 120, maybe 140. Last I was tracking, that was a while ago. But well over 100 million, maybe 200. He says, I use his insights as the Bible for my business and my sales. I only wish I had started sooner. So let me ask you this, who wants to beat him? Who wants to be the most successful client I've ever worked with? Who's willing to generate over $200 million? Go ahead, type in the chat. Who's going to take it? Type it in the chat and claim it. Make it like I'm not playing. Do you understand that the universe isn't going to force you? You have to claim stuff. You have to say, I'm doing it. I'll do whatever it takes. If money's your jam, right? If money seems like, if you're wired to be a philanthropist, making money makes sense because then you can give it away. So money's part of the equation. Those who believe in miracles experience more of them. Oh, for those who just joined on YouTube, I maybe shouldn't have jumped past. This is all based on my book, Pure Spiritual Intelligence, which I am still writing. And everyone in our Zoom is going to get a copy of the first chapter. Maybe at the end of the day. Augustine, if you could mention that to Olga, we'll find a way to share it with everyone. Is that okay, Olga? Poor Olga and Augustine. Can you send some love to the people who are helping me? Type it into the chat. I've got people who put up with me. You know, this is crazy. We ran out and bought this TV yesterday. This morning we find out I forgot my stand for my iPad that I use for my camera, and I forgot a cable. And Augustine here is trying to calm me down because he's Argentinian. He's cool. He's young. He's like, dude, but he doesn't say that word, but he's like that. And here I am, this old man freaking out, and he's like, chill, man. He's like attaching the cables and like, relax. And I'm like, ah. So I teach it, but I get freaked out sometimes. So please send some love to our team, who's working very hard behind the scenes for you. We have volunteers around the world who are in the chat helping you. So let's send some love. What we appreciate appreciates. All right, so back to this. So those who believe in miracles experience more of them. And so we're going to talk about the science of success. In fact, let's go ahead and take this as our opportunity to take a short break. So we're going to take a short break. We'll break for, let's give you 10 minutes. Is that okay? 10 minutes? Take a look at your notes, take care of your body, and then come back. We'll take as many breaks as we need. We're not as panicky now. And I think if you'll take a look at your notes and jot down a few ideas and really capture some things, I think you're going to get a lot of gold out of what we've done so far. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about the science of success and move into the metaphysical, mind-numbing, shocking, unbelievable secrets of the universe from the beginning of time. So, wow. And then we're going to build it one step at a time for your perfect dream life. All right. Amen and amen. We're going to take a 10 minutes break. And I don't know how I'm going to pause YouTube, so I don't know how that works, but we're going to figure it out. All right. So we'll see you in 10 minutes. Enjoy your break. Take care of your body.